Well, homies, I have some amazing news. I just got off of my work shift, but during the beginning of the work shift, I was talking to some people about my predicament with not being able to film my sets and stuff anymore, because a couple of my coworkers, they go to the same gym that I go to. So I was like talking with them back and forth about what I should do, about different stuff, and about what gym I should try and go to. And we were talking more about Planet Fitness. And Planet Fitness runs this thing in the summers where they offer high school students free access to the gym from like June 1st to the end of August. And June 1st is tomorrow. But or maybe it's in like 2 days or something. But I was concerned because I already graduated. So I basically thought the deal didn't apply to me. I couldn't get free access. I was going to have to pay, a decent chunk of change in order to be able to go to Planet Fitness and film my sets and stuff. But I realized that the deal, the free deal about stuff, it applies to people that's like 16 through 19, or maybe like 15 through 19. And I am not older than 19 yet. So the good news is I will be able to start filming my sets again when I start going to Planet Fitness, which is exciting and apprehensive, because I don't know the machines and different stuff at Planet Fitness as well as I do at other places. And I know Planet Fitness has different hours than my gym that I'll have to get used to. But it does mean that now I'll be able to like film and stuff again, and I'll actually be able to upload it to the channel and stuff. The only thing I know that they said in their code of conduct is I can't film in the locker room, which that makes sense. But now I'll be able to film and get stuff going again, which is very exciting, and I'm very pumped up for that. Very pumped up to showcase my lifts and stuff again. Now I actually get to showcase not my cardio day, but my my variety day, which I wasn't able to film back in my other gym. But I think I'll still keep my other gym membership, in case there's some different machines and stuff I want to use at my other gym. But for a lot of the time, I'll be able to go to Planet Fitness, because I filled out a form and everything, and it was pretty frictionless. I was able to get there, but there still is the possibility that something could happen. So I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm not going to get my hopes like super, super up in case, something gets in my way with everything. But for the most part, I think we're in the clear. As long as the people at Planet Fitness are relatively chilled out about everything. So yeah, that's what's new with the gym stuff. Today is leg day. You probably saw it in the title. Last time I hit legs, I almost hurt myself with my left leg, but this lift's probably going to be a lot more kind of sped up a little bit. I'm going to move some things out of their normal order, because normally I'd hit squats first and different stuff and get some warm-ups and things in, but I'm going to go ahead, hit a couple accessory movements before I go into deep squats and stuff. And I might not do as many quad movements because I'm a little time strapped today for different reasons. But a quick leg day is not necessarily a bad thing, and I don't think, as long as I get one of every movement and maybe a little bit of ab stuff, I think I'll be pretty satisfied, because I've been also eating a lot better lately too, because for a while I was kind of plateauing with my diet and my cut kind of stuff. I was, there's a lot of different celebrations with graduating and just, summer starting and everything. I'm sure you guys can relate about summer stuff, barbecues and a bunch of different stuff. You can get a little behind on things, which is not a bad thing. But now that stuff's kind of in the clear, I can kind of pinpoint and focus on my goals and stuff a little bit better. So that is the plan, is to hit a little less, keep my diet pretty consistent, and finish up my cut as quickly as possible, because I did start it back in the end of February or maybe like March or something, and it's already, June, so it's been a couple months, so I might as well go ahead and get to my goal before I continue any more with anything. I think afterwards I hit a big bulk and then I hit a big cut, and I'm going to be happy with my progress and different stuff, but after everything I'm just going to say maintenance calories, not really go for any big feats of strength or anything, just kind of slowly but surely just focus on recomposition more than anything else, which I think is a good thing. I think if you're relatively happy with the way you weigh, recomposition is like an underrated kind of way to balance your weight and what you're eating in different things. I mean, I'm not super like having to really advocate for like really strict science-based lifting or anything like that. I don't track calories or macros or something, which can definitely expedite the process of bulking and cutting and stuff. But it makes me happier, if you can enjoy a couple not exactly good for you meals, but be satisfied with the results of all that stuff. That's not a bad thing. As long as you're just like, really, you don't have to be health crazy, but you can be health conscious and and live happily and stuff. Like, there's not, if it's getting to the point where the stuff is actively making your health worse, and like weightlifting and like watching all your calorie intakes and different things, at that point you got to take a look back and like revitalize your goals and your plans and what you want to do, because this stuff is supposed to be good for your health. It's not, if it's getting in the way and you start developing eating disorders or different things, stuff that's stifling you like really negatively in a health sense, that is definitely not good. And you gotta take a rain check on some of the days, maybe take 2 weeks off the gym, and like, I mean, I know that's kind of crazy that you're watching a fitness video on YouTube and the advice is to take a break from the gym, but at the same time, if stuff is really negatively affecting you mentally, physically and stuff, that is when it's time for you to take a step back and really think about what fitness is all about, what you really want in your fitness journey, and what you think would help you the most. So that's a good note to end it on, as I'm parking real quick. I'll go hit a quick leg day, and then I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, so quick little recap. That was crap. If my phone flies with me, maybe we'll have a recap. Okay, so that was one of the shortest workouts I've gotten in since I've done this, and I did 3 sets of stuff. I made a grand discovery midway through doing it that when I haven't had much to eat today and I worked an entire shift before I went to the gym, that does not pair well. I got lightheaded and I just didn't feel good. The lift was like, I mean, I started off with Bulgarians, so that already taxed a lot out of me, but I was just, I don't know, I just felt like it was harder to catch my breath, and I was just like kind of exhausted and taxed even after I had a good rest day yesterday. So I don't know, I just kind of, I wasn't feeling in like a good headspace or whatever, and I was crunched for time, so I took off a little early just because I wasn't really feeling it, but I still got in hanging leg raises, Bulgarians, and some hamstring curls before I left. The only thing I didn't hit at least once muscle group wise was my calves, but I mean, I might do just a bunch of body weight calf raises before I get in the shower later tonight. Just depends on what I'm feeling like. Yeah, I think the move really is just to go to the gym before I have a work shift, because going after is too taxing for me. Like, it was just too, like, it's just a little too much. But, you know, I'm experimenting. I'm figuring out how things work. I'm listening to my body. That's very important for being successful, you know, in all of this, is just listening to your body. The squirrel is very, very small. Sorry, I'm rambling. But, yeah, listening to your body is very important while you're doing this stuff, so you don't overdo it, don't underdo it. You gotta make sure to push yourself, and, like, acknowledge that, I don't know, a lot of people say, you know, acknowledge your limits and set your limits and be aware of stuff. In my view, I think I can always push past my limits at a certain point. And I think limits, if you imagine yourself going into workouts with limits, it, like, stops you from reaching what you could do. Like, I don't see myself as having true limits. But in the middle of doing stuff, my body, like, I've become more in tune with my body, where I can listen to it and be like, oh, okay, I know that this is how many reps I have left in the tank. I know that I need to pace myself over the course of 3 sets. I need to do this, do that. You know, just actively, like, in the middle, making quick decisions. In the middle of a workout, making quick decisions. Acknowledging how I feel. Acknowledging my water intake and all kinds of different stuff. You know, everything's important when you're lifting, lifestyle-wise and different stuff like that. But you know, it's important to know that sometimes you gotta go in without limits, without preconceived notions of anything. Go in and be like, I'm going to rock this workout and do better than anything I've ever done before. And that can take you pretty far, farther than you would originally think. So yeah, I'm gonna go watch the PlayStation event now, see if there's any cool new games announced, and I will catch you guys in the next workout video. All right, see you later. Bye.